Well, looks like I'm live. I feel like I should have my audio input capture here so I can see how loud I am. I'm just gonna have to get better at it because I kid you not, I cannot hear myself right now. I could be whispering, no idea. I could be yelling at my house, no idea. I don't know. It's just freaking in my head. So that's why I just gotta practice. That's why I'm doing the audio input capture, because I'm sure if I start talking too loud, it'll tell me. But then again, I don't know. If I stand close to the mic, it'll tell me anyway, so... just gotta change some stuff. YouTube Studio. I think that's where I can find my stream. 6 subscribers. Thank you all my subscribers. Oh yeah. Thank you to my buddy Leo. Shout out Leo. That's so weird though. I can't find my other subscribers. Oh well. I can't see my live stream. Here I am. Can't find my other subscribers. That's so freaky. Like, why does it show my old title? Doesn't make any sense. That's all good. Fine. Don't need a thumbnail for now. Saved. Back. Not what I meant. Here we go. That's right. That's what I like to see. Go over here.
No more F word for
Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. I said guys. That's funny. Okay. That's funny. But yeah, gotta be my own greatest fan. There we go. Get my controller out, because I only want to play with my controller. There we go. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Uh-oh. There we go. Just my settings were a little messed up. Oh yeah, let me get my OBS up so I can see how loud I'm talking. With this, I'll be able to check pretty much to make sure I'm talking. By the way, if you needed a reference for like how it sounds to me, basically, I don't know if any of you have ever been sick and like have had like a nasally nose, I guess. That's how it sounds like. It sounds like like my nose is clogged. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. To the stream, it probably just sound like normal, which is fine. It's actually what I want. But yeah, let's go back into the game. I'm gonna be playing solo for a little bit. I know my buddy will eventually get on, and he can hop on and help me. Alright, so I gotta abandon Claudette because got too used to her. Lara Croft, that's cool. Lara Croft's in the game, then who is the monster from that? Let's find out. Go to the store. Killers. No. So, who's the monster from the Lara Croft chapter? Okay, I don't think I know. Alright, that's fine. How do I get out of the store, though? There we go. Oh, level 24? That's pretty cool. Level 15, level 13. Let's see. Display is Claudette after all. Maybe, no, yeah. For now. I think that'll be just fine. I'm gonna be playing for about an hour, I think, anyway. Hurrah. Oh, and I should probably take some allergy medicine while I'm here. I know I have it here somewhere. I'm gonna need this for sure. Put that here. And then drink it with some of my Mountain Dew, bruv. Tastes really good, bruv. Well, since it's taking forever to find a match, I'll go ahead and make sure everything's alright. Go to Twitch. I can check out my live stream. Let's see. My channel. Yeah, my live stream's up. It's doing great. It's doing amazing. It's doing numbers. Bean. This is always off. Maybe I don't have my alert box. My sound alerts on after all. First, it's getting me ready. Because they might be waiting for me, so. But let's go ahead and copy. Oh, we're in the game. That's just gonna have to wait then. Alright, that's fine. That is fine with me. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get to check any of the things though. That's fine. See, for a while now, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to set up the sound alerts, just to test them and stuff, but like I added the how to sound alert, but I don't know how to send them through. Alright, let's play. Alright. Oh, it's this generator right there. That sounds pretty good. I think that's the first one I'm gonna go towards. I'll go up here. I'll go ahead and start hitting this generator. Oh! You think she heard me? Oh, fuck. Oh no, I did not just get away with that. I did not just get away with that. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Your boy did get away with that. Oh god. Oh my god, how? I gotta get out of here though. Fuck you, zombie. Ah, damn it. Okay, so the plan now is to run around and figure out what this zombie-ness thing is. Like, I'm guessing I have to clean myself somehow with this. Okay. I mean, why would I want to inject myself with the vaccine? Okay, cool. So somebody's down somewhere. Oh, all the way over there. So I'm gonna go back to working on the generator. So this guy somehow, he said zombies, I guess? Interesting. See, there's so much about this game. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. See, it's the thing about playing solo on this. It's just too scary for my soul. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I bet she's gonna get hooked right here too. Oh my god. Crap. Oh. Man, I kinda knew she saw me, but... Whee! I thought I did a really cool trick with that. No, I didn't. Alright, that's fine. That is totally fine with me. I was trying to check some stuff out anyway, and then you spoiled the fun for me. So, screw you, guy. I was trying to add a Bowser source here. Yes. New source. Crap, I'm so nervous somebody's gonna rescue me while I'm in the middle of doing this. Sound alert, add source. Then all I have to do is just put in the URL, Control V, and then close it. Oh, okay, cool. Made it right on time. Thank you, sir. We gotta run though. Otherwise, we're gonna be seen, brother. Let's go, brother. Okay, so I was... I was just about to say, was it a good idea for me to do that while I was still infected? And now it's my second hook, which means I have to focus on this. Which I didn't really want to do, but now I am gonna do. Alright, that's fine. Yo, Adam, you are G. Ay, me asustaste.
Sí, sí, sí.
¿Qué
sí,
hace?
zombie. ¿Dónde está? Ah, ¿te estoy grabando?
Sí.
¿Para qué?
Ah, que sí.
¿Qué juegas? ¿Vas a
Jugando.
subir a YouTube?
No estoy grabando para YouTube. Este es vivo. No, es vivo. ¿Tú sabes qué es vivo? Es como No estoy grabando para YouTube porque
Para TikTok.
poco. Es para el juego.
Dios, no tengo que-
Well, I'm partially back. Mostly. For a little bit. For now. For now, I'm back. Also, this is where I'm meant to be. Yeah, there we go. This is fine. I'll be here for now. And I'll cure myself better, so that's good. And I'm in a completely different match with a different killer. In a really bad situation because I was AFK for the first few seconds. Oh my gosh. Sorry, lady. I'm in a different situation. I have no idea what the I'm doing. Gotta go through here and then get out the room over here. Hide right here. I don't have self-heal, so I gotta find my roommates, my teammates, and they gotta be the ones to help me out here. Ow. Man, I'm in a bad spot. Luckily, this killer's relying on that powered move, so sucks for you. That is bottom tier. Get him. Get him. Oof. There's the killer. Look, see, I told you. Relies on the pure powered move, and that's it. I mean, it's been working out for them. Oh, I almost forgot that dude's on the hook. Can't go get him, but I'll hold off for a little bit. Poor girl. Poor man. It's the one I worked on and I finished. Definitely finished this one. Shit. I don't even think he'd get me with the powered move here. Oh my god, I feel like such a failure. Diego, don't mess with that, buddy. Thank you, madam. Actually, can you hear me? Darn, she ran away. She'll probably be hooked here soon. Good, 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 good. Oh, does he know I'm right here? No, he doesn't. Alright, an idiot. See? Told you he's an idiot. feel like I could heal this person right on the spot. Right, everybody, let's heal up. We're not doing too terrible on the generator, so we can still win. And you guys are nice, very nice people. I'm kind of thinking this person knows what she's doing. Maybe she doesn't. Yo, lady, are you not gonna work on a generator? I thought that's what you were doing, lady. I'm starting to think this lady wasn't gonna do that. Oh, shoot. Fuck that. Screw that. I'm not gonna stay and die with you. No way. I can watch the scene. I need to be working on generators because none of these other guys are. Wow, that's fucking cool. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Because once this happened, I'm done. This is it. It's the end of the line for me, fellas. Yeah, and then homie's not on. He is, but he isn't. Alright, it's fine. It's fair. It's fair. It's, I mean... It's fine. I think we did decent. That's... wow. That's good. I mean, yeah, I would say it's not too bad. Wanna go, Diego? I forced you. Forced you. Now you have to be out. I wanted to check some stuff, so that's why I was out of the game now. Back to options. I want to see what else is in here. That's cool. Alright. Okay. And then I want to check my OBS, obviously, because I was trying to check before was see if my sound alerts are working. I could go somewhere to test it. Sound alert.
Hey, kappa, kappa, hey, kappa, kappa, hey.
Okay, yeah, it works. Channel. Right there. Not overlay, component, not component. I think panel's fine. All right. All fine. That's cool. Awesome. Let's see. So that's what happened. I don't have any sound alerts apparently. Why? Okay. Right. I think that's fine. That's cool too. Ah, funny.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
That's cool.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Couldn't help it. I had to test it out.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Okay, it's the random sound. That's what it does. All right.
Hi.
Huh. I like this. I think it's really cool. It looks like the that thing needs to be fixed. It needs to be on top of everything. So game captures in the back. Bowser source needs to be on the top of the webcam. There we go. Now I think if I go ahead and do this here. There we go. That's better. See, this stream is becoming more and more lit the more it goes on. You know, that's just sometimes the way it goes. Oh, wow, okay. That's cool. I didn't know on the stream it was gonna do that. That's awesome. See, so much cool stuff you could do. just figuring it out one thing at a time. So it's just one more cool little thing about this. That's really I kind of feel like playing let's 7 days left to live. 7 days to die, I mean. Well, it's just right now I think it's perfect opportunity for me to just work on a few little things here and there. Just more stuff that can make the stream kind of unique. That's cool. Let me see, I'm curious what goal I should have for my Twitch. So, like, how do you get verified on there? Kind of curious. To become verified, you must first become a partner on Twitch. Twitch recommends reaching the following milestones before you submit your application. Stream for a minimum of 25 hours within the last 30 days. Stream on at least 12 different days within the last month. And have at least 75 concurrent viewers watching your channel. Okay. Oh, okay. Now the Twitch affiliate status. To do this, you must stream for at least 500 minutes. It's not a lot. Have a minimum of 7 different streams. Have 50 followers. And an average viewer count of 3. That's actually not that crazy. That's that's actually that's not actually hard at all. And then you become a Twitch affiliate, and then you can you could try to go for Twitch partner, which you need to stream for at least 25 hours, at least on 12 different days, and have an average viewer count of 75. Wow, that's pretty neat. I think that sounds like good fun to me. I think I did enough of this though. I'm gonna go to just chatting and maybe watch a crime documentary. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Trying to decide what to do here. Oh, look at that. Let my Twitch die. I can't afford to do that. If I won't support myself, who will? A lot of people are having fun on here. Like we have whoa. Let's see, what do we have people doing? Oh look, Kai's streaming. Wow, looks like he is officially in his new house. Wow. Oh, what the heck, who was that? That's craziness. That to me sounds crazy. Oh yeah. For context, I'm watching Kai stream. On the side, not on my stream. Oh, okay, look, there's Ray. And Ray's also streaming though? Oh, he's streaming on his phone. Somebody's streaming for him. First date in the hood. That's hilarious. I'm also not even listening to any of those streams. I'm just watching them on the side, and They're already making me laugh. They're funny. They're funny people. Everybody's from AMP is streaming. Duke is streaming, so this is his room, I think. Yeah. Where the heck is Phantom though? Duke, Moist. So Moist Critical is streaming. He's currently watching YouTube videos. See, I think that's the move, guys. That's the move. That is the move. Move, guys. That's the move. That is the move. I don't know how they're doing it. I think they're just recording their browser, but that's the move. That's the move. I moved to New York. So much hate. That's awesome. Drops new rift. Why not up a fellow streamer? I don't mind. Been doing a lot of streams on my channel anyway, just for fun. Just kind of messing around, testing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I don't want to click on that. Ba, 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 ba. I have some really old videos that got an okay amount of views, but yeah, that's cool. That's just interesting. Everything about this is very interesting. Like, I mean, obviously, right? I'm streaming and I'm new to it and everything, and I'm reading all this stuff, and it's like, okay, cool, makes sense. You have a certain amount of viewers constantly and whatever. You know, people watching you, people start to follow you, and then that's cool, but then I'm like, you know, my fellow streamers who have probably been doing this for a little bit, and who have clearly thousands of followers on Twitch, but they are still getting one person watching them. How does that happen? I don't understand. There's 2.4 thousand people. I don't get it. Because I am somebody who, you know, I don't go to Twitch much, so I don't follow a lot of people. But of the people that I follow, I click on their streams all the time. Like right now. To me that sounds crazy. And even people who I consider pretty big on Twitch. For example, some people that have almost 500,000 followers. 500,000 people are following him. Follow him and others, you know, it's not just one person, but tons of people follow them, and they're just stuck. Well, I guess, to be honest though, you would think it would correlate the amount of followers and how much people end up watching you on the daily, but it's just the ratio, it's really low. Like almost 500k followers, but less than 1,000 viewers watching. Like, how does it happen? Because what percentage would that be then? It would not be 1%. What is that, 0.1%? But then again, I guess followers maybe doesn't mean much at the end of the day. I think what's more important is probably subs. And not because with subs you get people that are paying. you're getting some money, but I think the thing is when people are paying a monthly for a channel, they're a lot more likely to watch. So like this person has like 2,400 subs. I'm sure everybody there is more likely to watch because they're actually getting, like, they're paying for something. Of course, this isn't 100% true all the time because we see that with like gym memberships. People buy gym memberships and they still end up not going. So people are, you know, often pay money to not do something. So that's just the ratio to me is what always ends up piquing my interest. For example, somebody that I have watched for years, right? Since I was fairly young. Not like crazy young, but like teenager, right? Captain Sparkles, right? Captain Sparkles has 2.1 million followers on Twitch. He is playing Minecraft. No, he's not. He's not playing Minecraft. Okay. Pardon me. He's playing Trackmania. It doesn't matter what he's playing. Because I've seen this even when he plays Minecraft, which is his main game. But he is playing a game, and he has less than 500 people watching him. That sounds... Since the ratio there doesn't make any sense. And it's also obviously not... It's not the same across the spectrum because here we have a 2.1 million follower channel getting less than 500k, not 500k, less than 500 views. And what is that? What is the percentage of that? Is that like 0.001 or something? And then the other person I, for example, had clicked on had almost 1,000 people watching him, and he only had 500k, or not even, but close to 500k followers. So, I mean, Captain Sparkles has 2, 3, 4 times as much followers on Twitch, but he's getting almost half of the views, or not views, but people watching him. So, it's just another thing that really boggles my mind. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's important to like how many followers you have at all, but it's something interesting to look at. It boggles my mind. I would be very curious to see how many subscribers he has, but I don't think he's made that public, and I don't know if there's a way to check. And not because I'm paying any attention. It doesn't matter how many subscribers he has in terms of I'm not gonna assign any value or numerical value to him, but I just wanted to compare the amount of subscribers to the amount of viewers and that. Shazam. Is there a way to do that? I don't think there is. So yeah, I don't think there's a way to do that. It's unfortunate. I really just wanted to do some live analytics, basically. What to type? Oh yeah. Captain. Oops. All right. I don't need to find this out, but I want to. I'm very curious. Streamer overview. This might be false, but I need to see if people have gotten that information on. So he's ranked 3,800 in terms of streaming. His average viewers are 500 viewers. No surprise there. Hours streamed. He's streamed less hours. He has a lot of followers. Highest recorded number of followers or viewers at a time has been 52,000. It's a lot. And if this is to be believed, he currently has 915 subs. It's actually fairly low. I'm very much surprised. He at one point had 3,500 subs. He's been active pretty much every single day, so that's cool to see. See, that's awesome. the analytics is what's awesome. It looks like, yeah. And if we were to throw a rough number out there, this is at least 4,000. We're just gonna throw like a super rough number, but it roughly translates to the minimum of around $4,000 a month if we want to attach a number. But of course, his source of income is spread out through his YouTube channel. I'm sure he gets ads, not ads, sponsorships. So let's look at somebody else. I'm okay with talking about him publicly because he's such a big person, and it's, you know, it's a high amount of respect from me. But let's find out somebody else without saying their name. I think this goes like this. Yeah. All right. Oh, I almost said his name, and I chose not to for privacy. All right. There's another Twitch streamer that I was comparing. I mean, he's much smaller, but stream-wise, he has more viewers. So, at least at the very moment, it's strange because whenever I've seen him on Twitch, he usually has. Actually, you know what? His viewers though do vary quite a lot, so it's not necessarily always the same. But looks like this person streams an average of 25 hours with about 500 average viewers. Let's see. Yep, yes, a little less than 500,000 followers. Apparently he has streamed 270 different games, if that is to be believed. He currently has almost 1,800 active subs. Almost double what Captain Sparkles has. Quite a bit of gifted active subs. And the reason that's important is because gifted subs, for the most part, tend to expire, and you won't have that income source the next month. Of course, I'm not trying to say one is better than the other or anything like that. I'm just literally comparing analytics. And yeah, wow, that's insane. At an all-time high, he had 12,000 active subs, and to put that in perspective, that could easily be over 50 grand a month. $50,000 a month. We're talking an easy 500K yearly. That is insane. Don't get me wrong, even at a, almost 1,800 active subs currently is still very, very good. It is roughly the $6,000 to $7,000 range, I think, per month. And that's really good. But let's go ahead and look at one of the biggest YouTubers in the game, Kai. So, wrong Kai. What's Kai's YouTube name? Let me see. Kai Cenat. Oh, it's literally just Kai Cenat. Okay, cool. I did not think he called himself that on here, but apparently he does. I thought he called himself something different. Alright, so Kai, right, averages apparently 11 hours, but his average viewers are 86,000. And yeah, and currently he has about 135,000 active subs. That is insane. That could literally be maybe roughly $600,000 a month. That puts him roughly at maybe six mil a year. And this is not even considering sponsorships or donations. So this number could easily be way under. But even right now, he's live streaming and he has 90k people watching him. That is insane. I think he's very much deserves it. He's incredibly entertaining. So yeah. There's another YouTuber that they're ranked. Okay, he is currently though ranked #1 in terms of active subs, which the drop off is insane. So he is ranked first. The top three ranked people have over 100,000 active subs for those 3 people. It drops off quite a bit after that though. After that, it's 67,000 active subs, and then 32. By the time you hit spot 6, you're at 32. Spot 5 is 62, so even that's still decently high. I mean, 62k. That's still around 30k probably a month. And 30k a month by no means. I mean, it's an easy 400k. I think. No, wait. Let me do the math here. Roughly 30k. That's 1.100k every 3. 1, 2, 3. That's, yeah, I'm gonna say, I mean, I'll put him at about 360k yearly. These are all crazy numbers. Those are very high active sub amounts, by the way. Because I'm looking now, a lot of the other YouTubers, some big ones, like even Moist Critical had only like 8k. I'm trying to see if I recognize other people on this list. Let me see. No, I'm not even recognizing. So I'd be very curious of a few other YouTubers, not YouTubers, people. Like, that's weird. So let's see. Pokey streams an average of 9.7 hours. She gets roughly 7,000 viewers. She currently has around 2,000 active subs. That still puts it at maybe roughly 10,000 a month, which is still over 100k. And that does not include donations or sponsorships. And the fact that I think she might multi-stream, maybe. That's not guaranteed though, I actually don't know. She might, maybe she doesn't, I don't know. Oh, okay. I feel like I haven't seen her in a while. But no, she's still actively streaming. She streamed yesterday, the 12th. She did have a gap of 10 days without streaming. Looks like she streamed Roblox on the 12th. That's interesting. Just chatting always has a lot of people. You know what? I might as well do something if I'm right here, right? So let's go ahead and let's load up a private window. And I'll get some YouTube going. To provide some live commentary, because that's fun, isn't it? And then I'll go ahead and change the stream name though. Crime Doc? Question mark? Live commentary. Why not? I am providing live commentary. I mean, I will. Just chatting. People love to just chat. Although, the only people who would not enjoy people like Kai, like his type of content, would probably be on here. Well, it's because, you know, he's streaming, so why wouldn't you be on his stuff? I don't even know what to type when it comes to that. What tags? There's playing and chilling. Why not? I don't even know what else to put. Then I could put that in the bottom corner. I think that'll be a better spot for it here in a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna get off this. And then I'll hop on OBS. Alright. And then I'll go ahead and do a new source. Screen capture. I don't think I want to do screen capture. Unless I do. Okay, I can capture just a random window. This one. This one's in private mode. But I do want to put that one on the bottom, just like where my webcam is. Right above that, actually. No, right below it. No, yeah, right above it. Alright, right above this one. Cool. And then can I bring that to full screen over here? Yeah, that's good. Cool. And now, just for now, I want to move this entire thing to the bottom side. Can I do that without making this super complicated? Let's see, webcam like right here. Yeah, I could do that, right, like this. And then, no, just my whole thing, yeah. Does that look cool? Or does that look lame? Kinda looks weird. It looks funky. It looks very funky. Hold up. I think... how do I click my screen capture? You can go bigger. How do I get bigger? I don't think I'm big enough. Oh, you know what it is? That's interesting. Can I just do full screen for you, bud? Okay, Screen capture is flipping me out. Like, how does it look on here? Does that look normal? Hold up. Yeah, it looks good. Looks very good. Just chatting, just enjoying a good time. What's that channel? Ew's Crime. Ew. Explore with us. I like his videos a lot. Of course, I'm not going to be uploading these to YouTube because, you know, I like React content, and I don't have anything really against it. I'm kind of an advocate for it as long as, you know, you just don't. If your intention is not to steal people's content, and you're actively making sure you try your best to do it in a way where you could add even just the smallest thing to it, then I really have no problem with it. There's actually been a lot of YouTubers where I was like really addicted to them streaming certain types of videos. Like this is one in particular. Like yeah, like I watched a lot of Valkyrie, especially when she did her live streams where she watched crime docs. Those were the best. And see, here's what it is. React content, it's almost like fills a gap that a lot of us have sort of gotten from like loneliness, I guess. And there's just, I know it sounds weird because obviously it's just somebody on the computer and they're not really there, but it really does just feel like having a friend with you while you watch a video. And it's just the strangest thing, but it's just something I've actually I like it. So that's why I'm not against it. I mean, I'm not gonna post it because I don't think it would be entertaining enough for me to feel comfortable releasing as a video, because there's also YouTubers I watch that are actively fighting against this type of content being released on YouTube because they see it as stealing content, which I totally understand. Here's my one argument to it, and this is the sad reality of it, alright? And it's not the case for everything, but I will say sometimes even though we enjoy the video that we're watching with whoever we might be watching it on, right? This YouTuber's reacting to it and we're watching the video through that video, right? Sometimes the sad reality is we will honestly never watch that channel or video outside of this person streaming it. Without them, we might just never watch it. Why is that? I don't know. Sometimes it's just what we set, like what we give our time that we have, like who we give it to. Sometimes we just don't give it to everybody, or we limit it, right, to just a few people. That YouTuber has taken up a time slot. We will watch this YouTuber and just them, instead of clicking to a different YouTuber and watching the original video. Of course, that's only a small portion of it, right? At most, it could be like 50% of the time. And then there is videos like of things that we enjoy so much that we want to watch them again, but this time having somebody else to give different perspectives on it. All right, this is the other side, and they both are pretty common. So, and especially this one, because nowadays, I'll give a huge example, right? This one, because nowadays, I'll give a huge example, right? Sidemen videos, right? I absolutely love the Sidemen. I think their channel is probably my favorite currently, right? I watch their videos when they upload them on Sundays. But it doesn't stop there. After that Sunday, I'm just waiting for certain people to upload their reactions to that video so I can watch the video again, but with just enough content added to where it feels a little different, and then I could enjoy it again. But this time I get to see other people enjoy it with me. I know that's a whole different meta that people sometimes would not understand, especially a few of the bigger YouTubers, a lot of who I respect and really like, who are super against reaction videos. They won't get it because their time is either, you know, not used in the same way, or they don't have that hole in them like a lot of us do. So, and they just won't understand. Like they're not going to spend 4 or 5 hours of their time to watch the same video multiple times. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it, and it's totally fine, because they're probably really busy, or they don't like watching the same thing over and over again. But for me, I really like watching sometimes the video over again. Like, I've already watched it once on the actual channel, and I'll watch it again on, like, usually it's like 2 or 3 different YouTubers' channels. And yeah, I will watch channels that only produce reaction content because they produce enough differences for me to feel like it's worth it. A boy. Alright. Anywho, I've just been on a tangent here for no reason. I'm gonna end up having 0 time to actually watch a crime doc. Okay, so I've already watched a ton of these because I watch the channel on my off time, like all the time. I'm like a huge fan of this channel. Really am. I subscribe. No, I'm not, because this is an incognito. I am definitely subscribed though on my main non-streaming or non-YouTube channel, you know. But yeah, let's see. This one's extremely good. Yeah, this one's really good. Yeah, this one's really good too. I remember this one. Yeah, I watched all of these. Yep, all of these. I watched all of these. I don't think I've watched this one. But I'm not going to watch this one. I'm going to watch this one. Parents lose it after realizing their son is the killer. Because I haven't seen this one. You might be like, oh, you're such a huge fan. How come you haven't seen this? It was released 13 days ago. I'll admit, sometimes I have to be in the mood to watch the video, right? Can I not get find a soulmate from the Philippines
Have
ads,
you met
please?
this adorable little creature, Pyrodino? If you haven't found one yet, you're missing out. Pyrodino isn't just great in combat.
Maybe on my own time, I might.
This eerie footage of 98-year-old Margaret Douglas.
Okay. Hold up. First of all, can I get 720? At the very minimum. That's the minimum. And then I want to, before I even start doing this, I want to add a new scene. Well, I would like to see a new scene. That's a lot of work. I'll try to add a new scene, but basically I want to do a scene where it's just a webcam, like full-on webcam. So I'll try doing that. Full webcam. No, that does a scene. Okay, I spelled that way wrong. That's fine. Full webcam. Done. Okay, so I can do that, but I'm gonna end up going blank for just like a second. So I'm gonna do that, but I am still here. Hold up. Copy. Right. Cool. I think now I have audio. Yeah, I think I have audio now. That's awesome. I had to do this because I want to be able to go back to this, but I also want to add a few more stuff. Like I want to add the social things. that's off. That's fine, I don't care. I also kind of wish this was inverted, so I'd be able to do some more stuff. That's fine though. That's too zoomed in though. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Okay, but now one last thing. I need to create a hotkey for this particular scene. Like a button I could click on. I think mouse 4. Let's see. And then oh shoot. I'm gonna just have to take off the hotkey though whenever I play a game. Oh, that works. I had to do that because I don't always want to be there. I mean, if I have some revolutionary thoughts, I want to be able to do it on full webcam, you know? And my soda is very warm now. Okay, next thing I want to do is adjust the audio and stuff. Perfect.
This eerie footage of 98-year-old
Like, I kind of think that's alright. Let me see.
Margaret Douglas was taken just moments before she was murdered.
My homie got on, he'd be able to help me out.
I touched it, it was cold.
See, the cool thing about this, well, first of all, because I'm gonna be talking a lot, I'm probably gonna ruin the video, so just so you guys know. And I know this is gonna be crazy to say, right? Please, 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 if you enjoy watching the video without like an annoying voice adding unnecessary commentary to it, this ain't for you, buddy. This ain't for you. Like, I do want you here, but at the same time, I'm gonna be doing exactly what you don't like. Like, I'll probably comment on everything. And you know what? That would make it hard for me too, because when I'm watching the video, I'm like paying super close attention to everything that's said. So it makes it a little more annoying for me too, but this is cool though. I like this. Not anything necessarily in the video, because I'm still oh, and I'm gonna turn on subtitles probably, unless they start to suck. Nah, no, I'm not. I usually would do subtitles, but I'm not going to. And I'm gonna turn up the quality, because turns out I think I need HD.
The police in Wadsworth, Ohio never could have expected that their investigation into another local crime would lead them to the key to solving the mystery behind her death and the nightmarish thing.
You know what sounds crazy though? This ad, I'm telling you guys, this, I have no idea what's giving me that ad. Yeah, I could turn it up on my end, cause it's kind of quiet for me. Like I can barely hear the video.
Things that were done to her body.
That's way better. That's way better. Oh man, this I could already tell this is gonna be a very sad video. Okay, so here's another thing. I don't know if it looks like it, but when it comes to sad videos, I can't handle that stuff. I may or may not be prone to easily start to tear. It happens, I can't control it.
Body afterwards. The deranged motive behind the unthinkable crime would leave the offender's family, as well as the police, in shock. The nightmare started when a man called the police to report that his car had been stolen. Much of what he reported was a lie, but would still lead to a truth so disturbing it would stick with the investigators for the rest of their
Yeah, and
careers.
sometimes the only noise I'm gonna
If
be
you
able to
sleep on your
provide
side, I bet you hate your pillow. And this is why.
is O's and oohs.
They might be as fluffy as a cloud, but they just don't support your.
When police brought
Not gonna lie, I forgot that because I'm not signed in, I'm gonna have ads. It's gonna suck. Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna skip the ads because I can't do it. I can't do ads. That's why I've had YouTube Red for as long as YouTube Red's been around. Like I can't live with ads anymore. I've been spoiled. I can't do it.
a 17-year-old Gavin Ramsey into the station on April 13, 2018, to talk about breaking curfew and the increase of crimes in his neighborhood. They had no idea what they were getting into. Gavin was accompanied by his mother, Chris, and the police informed them both that he was not under arrest and could leave at any time. Some of the following footage has never been seen before.
Gavin, does your mom know why you're here?
See, what's crazy is
Well, he said he planned on
a lot of these things end up being
So
done.
there's got to be more to that
Such
story because I wouldn't be going down here and
young-
picking up at school
young
if that's what he
people.
did.
The police were already well acquainted with Gavin. Lately, he appeared to have made a habit of going out at night to get up to all manner of mischief. This time, Gavin told a story about secretly meeting up with his friend, Braden.
We weren't really doing anything. And then we went over to the church and climbed on top. And then we went into the courtyard, but that's all we did.
Nah, you did more. Unfortunately, you guys have left behind some very telling items. Okay? If we're going to get to the bottom of this, let's just
You know,
make it the
sometimes
truth
a lot
all
of
at
these
once.
videos,
Let's deal with it and
I
get
end
it
up
done.
thinking I've watched
Yeah.
them because
You're a kid, so
they
you're not
follow
looking
kind
at
of
too
like a
much trouble.
similar.
The officer might come to regret this comment once she uncovers the full extent
Similar
of Gavin's crimes.
type
For
of
now, all the police
process.
knew was that
Like,
Gavin had been out after his
certain
curfew,
things are just
but that was barely
similar
scraping the
because
surface. Since he was staying rather
these things are
tight-lipped,
kind of
they also attempted to get the story
they
from
follow
his friend,
certain
Braden.
patterns, I guess.
Your phone,
Yes.
where do you think you left it?
That I have no idea.
What were you doing last night?
Just out walking
That's
around.
that's
I
not
actually
good.
had, I forget the officer's name, but somebody stopped me and I talked to him for a little bit. I guess he was out looking for somebody.
Who were you walking around with?
Nobody.
There was a very good reason the police were out looking for someone. They had no idea how close they'd come to catching their culprit that night.
Are you missing a lighter?
Mm-mm.
No? Would you be surprised if I
This
told you
video-
there was a lighter in your phone?
Something about it
Honestly, yes.
does feel
Gavin
familiar.
and Braden had a
I'm
problem.
just wondering
In addition
if
to the
I've
phone
started
and
watching
lighter
this
left
and I
at the
just didn't
church,
finish it.
the police also had security footage of the boys. When Braden was confronted with this, his story changed.
If you just want to be honest
Kind
with
of
me,
feels
that'd be
familiar.
great. And if not, I can just say that you said you were nowhere near, and here's the video. I mean,
Okay. I appreciate, I guess, the straight upness. I do, honestly. I was out with
Are
a
you
friend.
though?
We were just messing around, and
You
I'm
though,
not
Braden?
exactly sure what church that is.
I feel
But
like
we
Braden
decided
is
to
a
get up on
liar.
top of the roof.
You,
and
sir,
then,
are a liar.
We dropped down to see if one of the doors were open, and then it started a silent alarm. Not really silent. We heard it. We saw an officer walking from the church, and then we ran from him.
so was that
It's very
Gavin's
hot, you
blue lighter
guys.
then, or yours?
Green lighter, that would be Gavin's.
When he found out Braden was talking to police, Gavin confirmed the story about the alarm. This would be the first in a series of confessions he would make
That's
over
a
the
warm
coming
soda
days.
right there.
I didn't even know what was going off because we were by the windows and they were already cracked open. And we were just messing with them.
I
They
also
were
shouldn't be
honestly
drinking
cracked
soda
open.
this
I'm
late.
not lying anymore.
This immediately raises the question of what else Gavin had lied about.
You'd think that would be enough to scare the bejeebies out of you and go home. Were you guys gonna hide in the trailer?
Kind of curious though.
What did you do with the trailer?
No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
I poked my knife behind like the little seam in it and popped it out.
Why were you guys gonna go in there?
I don't know. We honestly had nothing to do. And me and Brayden together, we know it's not good, but I don't know. We're good friends. We just hang out.
According to Gavin's mother, her son wasn't supposed to be hanging out with Brayden. This
The whole
restriction
time,
didn't appear to have the
I had
intended effect,
the wrong
but that would soon
earbud.
be inconsequential compared to what else Gavin had been up to.
Just
You
check.
guys do anything else in the area?
No.
Oh, I forgot to change the title on
So
YouTube.
you guys didn't go into any cars?
All right.
You know what? It would make me feel a lot better now if it was just the two of you that went into the cars.
Yeah.
You know, because of the other issue in the area. I'm
I
sure.
didn't even know there
Put
was.
in the same title as my Twitch.
Oh,
title.
God.
Yeah. You guys didn't. Now would be the time to tell, okay? Because we processed the cars, we did fingerprints and DNA. He's been in trouble. I would assume you were with him at Central Intermediate
Yes.
School.
Yes.
So your DNA is
Oh,
on
yeah.
file as well. So that's all going to come up. If it's you guys, for goodness sakes, it's just rummaging through cars and nothing was even taken that they could
That's
tell.
cool.
We've had a lot of goings on in your neighborhood lately.
I want that on here.
And probably more than the general public is aware. That's
I'm
for sure.
sure. I'm sure.
That's weird.
More than one incident.
There we go.
Yeah. So more than one incident. So
Okay.
unfortunately, we're trying to see if, they're all related.
Right.
I think it's
The
kind of
most
interesting
extreme
how
recent
sometimes
crime in the area came
they
to
have
the
their
attention of
parents
police just a
in
week
there with them,
earlier
and sometimes
when
they
they
don't.
received a
I know
troubling
it's
call,
usually
which would
based
kick off a
on
case more
the
disturbing
law
than
of
anyone
the-
could have
of the state,
anticipated.
though, so I
At
think
first,
that's
they
why.
never imagined it was connected to Gavin's
That's
nighttime
usually
mischief, but would come to
what makes
find
the
that the
difference.
cases were inextricable.
How many single-family houses, single-family homes would it take to equal one multifamily deal like this? Let's.
Watcher Police.
Yes,
Oh,
this
jeez.
is Howard Leeser. My aunt lives on Portage Street,
Okay.
and a friend of ours stopped over there yesterday to check on her, and she was nowhere to be found. We didn't know if you'd found anybody wandering.
No, we don't have any reports of anybody wandering.
We can't find her in the house anywhere. He went in the house and looked through the whole house, couldn't find her. We don't know where she's at. She's 98 years old.
Did she live there by herself?
She lives there by herself, yes.
What's her name?
See?
Margaret
It's tough to
Douglas.
watch.
And she never locks her house.
Okay.
So tough.
She doesn't drive. She doesn't have a car. And I
Can I
checked with
change
the,
my
what relatives I had phone numbers for,
video
and
in
nobody's
invert?
heard from her or picked her up. So
Okay.
This was obviously worrying, but Margaret's disappearance would only become more
yes, I
harrowing
can,
as the
but
search got
that
underway.
is tripping
When the
me
police
out.
were chatting with Gavin in the first of 2 interviews, they attempted to uncover what else he might have gotten up to on recent nights.
I'm guessing this isn't the first time yet.
Well, no, like we've snuck out in the past before, but since I've got in trouble, this most recent one, like without the law,
Trying to see if
really
moving
snuck
this to
out
my
at
other
all.
screen
When was the recent time
changes
that he
the
got in trouble?
He has not
Like, we can
had
see my stream on
any
it.
freedom at all. I mean, he
Okay,
literally goes work
so-
and home probably 3 months because he makes bad choices, and we don't want that for our kids.
Oops,
So
I'm not
he
centering
literally has no
anymore.
life.
It's kind of bugging me.
At least that's what Chris thought. She
It's
clearly
bugging
had no
me,
idea just how
bruv.
busy her son had been. Police had unwittingly started the process of uncovering the truth of Gavin's activities the previous week when talking to Margaret Douglas's nephew, Howard. Desperate to find his aunt and willing to help in any way he could, Howard and his wife Cindy went to the police station to answer questions.
So when was the last time you guys were there?
that was, I'm thinking it was a Tuesday.
I guess this makes sense. See,
March 27th.
I kind of thought her nephew
Anything
would have
that
been a lot
anybody
younger,
said.
but
Set off an
they
alarm,
did say
no.
she was 98, so the math actually does add up.
That's why it's so just horrible.
Here's something huge I noticed though. Okay, this is unrelated kind of to what the video's about. That's kind of my point. It's much harder to concentrate on the video when you are streaming it, because you're kind of like, your whole mind's not in the video. It's like kind of have a few more things going on. Like, I'm kind of looking to see if this is working, if that looks weird, if this and that, all sorts of things, and it's hard to just like focus just on the video. I think that's the huge thing I've noticed, because I've watched almost 10 minutes of this. I don't know if I've really watched almost 10 minutes of it. You know? Like, I'm seeing, but am I understanding?
And so this past Sunday,
David called us.
David, who had grown up next door to Margaret and her late husband, was the couple's friend and caretaker. The police would need to talk to him too, sooner rather than later. During Gavin's first interview, things got progressively more disturbing as well, but police could never have guessed that his tale would eventually become a full-blown horror story.
did you rummage through glove boxes or anything? Yeah. And you didn't take not even change or anything?
Maybe like 50 cents, but other than that, seriously nothing.
Okay.
What'd you do if someone did that to my car? Like, that's so upsetting and scary.
I understand that, but it's really their own fault for not locking.
Yeah, I don't lock mine half the time. Because
We lock yours every day.
it's not the point. It's not you.
Gavin's crimes would only escalate from this point on. The previous week, with no idea that they were working on a connected case, the police met with Margaret's friend David. What he told them would prove to be invaluable, though
See,
it was far from reassuring.
This is up my
And I
alley
came up
right here.
Sunday,
This is what I enjoy.
and
I mean,
4:30 or 5, somewhere around there.
it's some horrible stuff we listen to.
3 newspapers.
Like, it absolutely sucks. It sucks for the family, no doubt.
I knocked on the door and then
But-
opened. She never locked her door. I mean,
It's real life things.
Her front door was not locked.
I don't think so. I know we never told anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to know something like that, you know.
David walked through every room in the house, including the basement,
See, in my
but
old
couldn't
place,
find Margaret, where she was ultimately
we
found
all
would
used to
sicken
leave the
and
door
outrage
unlocked
everyone
pretty
who
much-
cared about her.
Pretty much
During the
every
first
day.
conversation with Gavin, which took place a week after Margaret's
several
disappearance,
reasons for that,
it
but
became
yeah.
obvious that he'd been up to far worse things than he initially let on.
We had a carjacking.
Oh my God.
And the suspect is a young white male with a nice complexion and blue eyes. Is that you?
No, it's not me. I wouldn't know the first thing about jacking a car.
The proximity of the crimes was more than slightly suspicious, and the police likely believed Gavin was still holding back. They had unknowingly drawn closer to the heart of Gavin's dark secrets when Margaret's friend David recounted not being able to find her. Little did anyone know that this would be the lead-up to a stomach-churning discovery.
Well, I called Howard, her nephew, to see if they came up, because they come up and take a grocery shopping every 2 weeks, like salt, see if they took a grocery shopping. He said no, they hadn't.
When Howard still couldn't reach Margaret the next morning, he went to the house in person. Meanwhile, David also called some of Margaret's other friends and neighbors, but they hadn't heard from her.
See, okay. Here's the thing, right? I know I'm pausing this again, but when you're watching something like this, if you try to provide something, you know, like a little bit of seasoning to a meal, if you try to do that throughout the whole video, you ain't getting anywhere. The video will become unwatchable to anybody, including yourself. Like, if I talk throughout the whole thing, it's like going to a movie theater and just talking during the whole movie. You're not really going to get anything from it. So I will enjoy it because, like, I like to hear and understand what they're saying, and I want to hear the details and everything. And people watching you won't find it entertaining because they're essentially now just watching you butchering a video, providing commentary that most of the time is unnecessary, doesn't add to it. For what? For the sake of making it feel like you're not, you know, like, for the purpose of unnecessarily trying to not come off as trying to steal somebody's content, right? You can't do that. That's like an impossible situation right there. So, because for a second there, I was like really getting into the hang of it, but then you kind of remember, like, oh wait, you're streaming this. I mean, currently to nobody, but, you know, still, this could be then made into a video, or, you know, somebody could watch the rerun of it. Just all sorts of stuff. It's also pretty late though, so that's crazy.
For either.
I basically just want to finish the video, and that's probably going to be the end of it.
And this is all on Sunday?
Yeah. And then,
Were you making those calls on your cell phone?
no, I made it on her phone there
Or her phone?
on the desk. It's the old style phone.
Oh, the rotary phone?
Yeah, the rotary phone.
Man, I would really like to
You
use
don't want
one
to
of
use that
those
digital phone?
just to see
Well, it
if I
wasn't
could do
in,
it. So I think you dial one way.
The missing
And
phone
then
would also
I
turn
think
out
then
to
you go
have shocking
backwards,
implications,
and I think you just
along
go,
with
like,
a
back
few
and
other
forth, I think.
seemingly innocuous observations made
Maybe.
by Howard and his wife.
I don't know. I'm too young
I
for that.
know we weren't able to find her wallet and checkbook. Can you describe her wallet to me?
Her wallet is red. It's about, I would say rectangle. I would say maybe 4 inches in width.
Do you remember the location of the heater when you were there?
Oh yeah, it was right smack in front of the closet door.
Okay.
And actually that thought hit my mind when they asked me to look for her coat.
As a second-generation homeschooler, I love that my wife and I are educating our family from home. But as our kids get older,
And I went over there and I thought, why did Margaret put that heater in front of the closet door?
The odd placement of the
What?
heater would come up again
The
later.
stream did not
Perhaps the
catch that
strangest
weird
thing
glitch.
was a jar of blackberry jam in Margaret's living room. There would turn out to be a sick reason it was there, but nobody knew that yet. Gavin's second interview, however, would eventually tell all. After searching the house twice and finding no sign of Margaret, Howard and Cindy decided it was time to call the police. When they arrived, Howard helped them search the house yet again, which is when the case took a turn. During their first conversation with Gavin, the police brought up the terrible results of that search.
There's no reason for me to fluff anything up. Nope. And I'm sure you guys know about the elderly woman that was found.
Oh my God, that was horrifying. That was horrifying. It is horrifying.
Did you know her at all?
No, other than just to see her out, like on a porch. That actually makes me want to cry. Like, how do you get to be 98 years old? Nobody lives to be 98. It's so rare. And someone else thought that that was okay. Like, how does that, I don't know. Like, why does your life been like that?
I'm watching this.
That's
and I
right.
started
Margaret
zoning
lived
out.
just around
Not because
the
I'm
corner
like,
from Gavin. Tragically,
it's just-
she'd been found deceased. She'd
Her-
been
what she was
strangled and
saying
her
was-
body hidden inside her own home. But the most horrifying facts of what was done to her body after death were
So now I
not
want to
yet
seem like a
known.
weirdo because I'm
The
smiling
answer of
during
who was
this
twisted
horrifying
enough to commit such a crime
and, like,
would hit far
gruesome
closer to
crime.
home than anyone anticipated.
And then I'd get all scared. I'm like, oh my God, I have all my porch lights on now. And
But it's just, it's entertaining.
Danger issues.
The irony of Chris's stranger danger issues would not be lost for long.
I can't imagine you doing something like that. I just interacting with you this little bit. I can't imagine that's in your wheelhouse.
No.
But there was so much about Gavin that nobody knew, including his capacity for unspeakable cruelty.
I asked, did you get put in a bad situation? Did somebody put you in a bad situation? No. No?
Cass, let's look at it this way. Honesty is always what's best.
I'm not holding anything back. Like,
you've already gotten yourself in trouble, so.
I know, and I don't even. I don't know what to say.
Is there more? Because you know it always comes out.
It's not that there's anything more. It's what the dude.
Oh my gosh. This is what happens when I'm watching these. It's so intriguing and it sucks you in. It's so well made.
So if there's something else, let's get it all out on the table so that we know what we're dealing with.
There's not anything else. It's, I don't know. I'm mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself.
What are you so mad at yourself for?
I was 16 there, yeah. Felony, like 5 misdemeanors, and now I'm gonna be in more trouble. I have to go back to court, and I'm done with it. I'm so done with it.
That's tough.
I'm costing them thousands of dollars. Constant heartbreak. I've honestly probably never made either of them proud. I don't do anything good.
Stop cussing.
You didn't take anybody's car?
Jeez.
Have you ever used an app called Grindr?
Okay. Before, yeah, that's getting extremely interesting there. Very, very. Wow, yeah, it's going to an interesting place. But before I go any further, I just want to say, this mom, like, is definitely trying to. I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to help in like a way, but what she doesn't understand is telling her son to be honest is in a way, and I'm sure it's probably because she still doesn't think that, one, he's guilty of whatever, and two, even if he is, I'm sure she has no idea how bad the situation is. But she's asking her son to incriminate himself. And as the mom, you don't want your son to do that. I mean, from our side, obviously we want him, the suspect, if he's responsible, we kind of want him to own up to it, but as the mom, she wouldn't want that. She doesn't understand. Like, honesty is the best policy, but if you don't want your son to self-incriminate and get himself locked up before there's any true evidence out, you don't tell your son. It's because you're on his side, essentially. It's like you just wouldn't do that. The best thing you could do is stop the interview and get a lawyer involved. And it looks like, especially when you know that your son is somebody who gets in trouble a lot and that he already has felonies and misdemeanors, it's already going to be the best thing you could probably do anyway, to be honest, if you are a suspect. But then going as far as to try to get them to fess up, of course, this is under the assumption that the mom wouldn't want her son to end up going to jail, possibly for an unknown amount of time, right? Anywho, it's getting really good though. It's going to an interesting spot because Grindr is like the app Tinder. If you know Tinder, you know it's an online dating app. bruv. Except with a twist. Grindr, from what I understand, is intended to be used by homosexual men. And that's the twist. So the fact that she is asking if he's ever used it is now adding a whole different layer to this whole situation. Because, like, why would this play a part? Is basically what I'm trying to get at. Like, why does it play a part? I don't know.
How do you feel about gay people?
I'm not gay.
Oh, okay. So, one of the main reasons I really like this channel is because there's a lot of professionals of all sorts of different fields that are analyzing this from their own perspectives. And I always find that interesting. And I like to analyze it a little bit in my own way too. That was interesting because she just asked him how he felt about, gay people. The immediate response was, "I'm not gay." Extremely defensive. When the question was fairly broad. So, interesting.
Oh, that's okay. But they don't bother you?
No, nobody bothers me.
Whoa. Whoa. What? Was that on purpose? Am I the only one who caught that? He says...
How do you feel about the app called Grindr?
Okay, just that. No.
How do you feel about gay people?
How do you feel about gay people? He just said he's not gay. Okay.
That's okay. But...
And he's like, okay, that's okay, I'll move on. And they don't bother you?
They don't bother you?
No, nobody bothers me.
Okay, no, this is just my fault. It's my fault. Okay, I thought he had outed himself through this. But no, he is referring to people not bothering him. Okay.
This might seem like a strange line of questioning, but there's a very good reason the detective is asking this question. It likely evoked a feeling of dread for Gavin, as it means that the police know far more than they've been letting on. Earlier, the police kept trying to determine what could have motivated someone to kill Margaret in such an atrocious manner.
So you guys didn't argue?
No.
She wasn't upset about anything? And you can't think of anybody that would want to hurt her or that would gain any?
The detective once again pushed harder for answers from Gavin, leading him to make an unexpected request.
Is there something else you need to tell us? What's upsetting you so much?
Nothing.
The detective clearly hit on something.
Honestly, can you two actually leave for a second? What's that? Can you two actually leave? So I can talk to her? Yeah.
Knowing what had happened to Margaret, Gavin's mother was likely terrified of what her son didn't want to say in front of her. As it turns out, she had good reason to be concerned. Gavin was also unable to hide his emotions in the interrogation room, but this didn't stop him from giving the detective at least one of the answers she wanted, finally addressing the previous question about meeting up with someone from Grindr.
See, early on,
but this was only one of the many secrets she would convince Gavin to spill.
Okay. So that's the big reveal.
The car jack thing, it was me. I'm going to be honest about it, but the way that he explained it, that guy, that's not right. That Grindr thing, yeah, I have been on it. And this guy was like the first time that this happened, and I told him, like, I was 17 and everything. and I wasn't planning on doing anything with him. It's not my style. I was just like, he's a 40-year-old man trying to get with a 17-year-old, so I was just gonna rob him. It's like, it's still messed up, but against what he's doing, I really think it is. And then the whole carjacking thing,
Sounds like Diego.
I never even left Overlook. I literally, like, I got in, and he's like, what, should we go to the back seat? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he got out. I sit and locked the doors, and hopped in the driver's seat and just drove around, messed with him, and then I left.
Do you have his wallet?
No, that's because I kept asking him, like, I cracked the window of the car, like, 'cause he walked up, doors were locked, everything. I'm like, where's your wallet? And he's like, I don't have it. So then, I opened his glove box and all that. And I'm like, well, show me your pockets. And he's like, I don't have it, but can I have my phone? I'm like, no. And then I turned, and he, like, tried to grab the window and, like, break it. And then I gassed it, and he walked, and that's when he left Overlook. And then I went up to, like, where the dumpsters are. You know where that white van is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's where I left the car, and I just went over.
Gavin added that he threw the man's phone out the window shortly before he abandoned the car, then blocked the man on Grindr. Believe it or not, all of this would be connected to Margaret's death in the coming days.
I don't even have the app anymore. I believe it.
It's not that I don't believe it, but now I'm just really intrigued.
I didn't want to say that in front of my mom.
Are you gay?
No, that's not it. Like, I didn't have any plans to do anything.
What was he thinking was going to happen?
I mean,
Was there an act that you guys agreed upon?
not really, no. Just, like, NSA. I didn't even know what that meant, but it means no strings attached.
Did he touch you at all?
Oh, yeah.
Did you touch him at all?
NSA usually implies
For that reason, to find guys that are
certain acts for sure.
with people, I guess.
That want to get with kids.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's karma, really. Like, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna rob you.
The carjacking would be completely overshadowed by what else Gavin had done. The police got a hint of the madness to come while searching Margaret's home, though they couldn't have imagined the nightmare they had uncovered.
You didn't hurt that old lady, did you?
No, and that's what I was pissed about earlier.
What were you pissed about?
Because there's actually people accusing me of killing the girl. And that's, like, I just said some dark stuff and everything. And, like, I don't know, people know. Like, I'm a dark person, I guess, but, like, I'm not gonna go kill somebody. It's not like that. But people are saying, they're like, oh, you killed her, didn't you? I really feel like you did. I'm like, no, I didn't.
So people are saying it?
Yeah, and it's making me really mad. It really is.
There's no reason that we would find your DNA inside her house because we swabbed the hell out of that house.
You shouldn't.
What do you think should happen to somebody that does that?
To kill someone?
Kills a 98-year-old woman.
I don't know. I think eye for an eye is the best way to go. That's how I look at things. Eye for an eye.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I will give them your name and let them know your DNA is on file, and they can rule you out. Okay, when we get a DNA profile. Would that help you?
I mean,
I'm wondering if he's telling the truth or not.
The lady? I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Braden's DNA was also on record and would be compared to the crime scene. Howard, Cindy, and David all agreed to provide the police with DNA samples and fingerprints so they could be ruled out as suspects.
I'm sure your mom's standing out there freaking out.
Yeah, she probably thinks I'm confessing to murder. She's been in here so long.
Just 3 days later, this remark would be cast in a chilling new light.
Why would you even hear about it?
Oh my god, see? It's like I was saying. This channel, the way it's produced, the way it throws some like
That sounds all
crumbs.
vigilante crazy to me. That's what that sounds like. So that will get forwarded also, and then God only knows what that charge is going to look like.
You see how all these horrible things kind of tie together?
Yeah.
And you start to get pretty worried about what's happening, especially with the escalation.
Also, because at the very beginning I wasn't paying much attention.
You know, if there's something else,
That man right
or
there,
somebody else
who
that
I
you
thought
know
was
is
an
out there
officer, who
doing
was like in the
stupid
room
crap.
to, I don't know, just
And
like
keep it
have
on the
another
down
officer in the
low.
room.
I will.
Now I'm kind
Your
of
name
thinking
will cross my lips.
I missed
I need to get to the
the
bottom of
important
what
fact that he might be his dad.
While Gavin assured the detective that he'd told her everything, the bulk of his secrets had not yet been spilled. Unaware of what her son had done, Chris permitted the police to search Gavin's phone. With that,
Also
they
kinda
left
feel like
the
I should
police
have Diego in
department.
here, but,
When it came to the phone, the investigators were mainly looking for anything about the carjacking. Instead, they found something completely unexpected. It was awful enough that 2 detectives rushed to the Ramsey house to place him under arrest. Take note that he was made aware of his Miranda rights as soon as he was seated in the police
did
car.
he make recordings?
When you had your mom leave the room the other day, were you going to tell me this?
No, this was the carjacking. I thought about it, but I didn't know what to do.
Did you know I'd be coming to see you after we got your phone?
I figured. As soon as I heard the knock on the door, I honestly, if my boots were tied, I think I would have ran.
When the detective ushered Gavin into the video-recorded interrogation room, his distress was obvious.
I'll be right back in, okay?
I don't understand. Like I do, like obviously, if you did something like that, you'd probably want to lie about it, but like in this situation, looks like he has some, like, crazy evidence in his phone. Whoa, that's so loud. Oh, I'll turn that down a little bit. Hopefully the video hasn't been like
You sure I can't get you a drink?
overly loud. Strange.
I know telling me about it doesn't give you much relief.
Stuff changed the fact that it ruined my life.
We can't go back and change it.
No.
Sometimes I wonder how I would approach that situation.
And you didn't take anything from the house. Like I said before, it doesn't make a difference either way.
I mean, what other crime could I commit that would really matter at this point? Grandpa? Finger breathing?
See, is this the same man from earlier who I thought was his dad?
Feel more comfortable laying down then?
See, I thought they might have another officer in there.
It's up to you guys. You mind?
I don't mind. I'm not worried about you.
A little more comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
Once Gavin was uncuffed, the detective set about filling in the specifics of the gruesome yet patchy tale Gavin shared on the drive
Could
to
it
the
be
station.
both?
The truth
See,
was
I
about
wish
to
I
come
would've
out
missed that.
once and for all, but each detail would make it more horrific than anyone could have imagined.
Did you go in the house initially just to steal something?
Just honestly, all I did was I wanted the adrenaline rush.
Oh, and just going into a house.
Something.
Yeah.
I think that's why I broke into the cars and stuff. Is that risk factor, and all I've ever done is take risk because that's the only thing that makes me
Feel alive.
Yeah, like I don't know, nothing feels real to me. when I'm have adrenaline, it's like, all right, you feel alive. Not like there's meaning to you, right? I don't know about meaning, but you understand, like you feel like yeah, it feels different. Like I don't know how to explain that. Any bad stuff inside you goes away. I guess.
This tied back to something unsettling Gavin had said in the car on the way to the police station.
The adrenaline is the only thing that makes me feel like I'm even alive.
Like when you met up with the guy with the car, with that adrenaline.
I'm wondering, have I ever had any adrenaline?
Gavin
I think I have.
Story,
I think I've had moments where
meeting with the man
there's
from
like
Grindr
situations that
hadn't
have
gone quite like
given
he
me that.
previously said.
But nothing quite like this, I think. I think maybe when I was younger and would do some like ding dong ditching, maybe.
Officially, I guess. Yeah. Stuff happened when I was younger, but it wasn't voluntary for me. You just weren't sure. Like when you got there, it's kind of like here's the plan, then things just start happening. Yeah, no, that's kind of freaked me out a little bit.
What freaked you out? Your reaction to it or him?
I don't know, just once I realized I was in the back of the car with some guy, that's when you realized it was just crazy. Yeah, and I didn't want to be part of it anymore.
Had you met anybody on Grindr before?
I had, yeah, before. So your whole intention of going in the house was just the adrenaline of being in somebody's house. Yeah, I didn't even want to rob the house. It was just the sneaky thrill of kind of get in somebody's house and get out and get away with it. Yeah, but if the door was locked, I would have just walked away. The whole breaking into the house, that was the adrenaline part. I think I didn't even have a grip on reality whenever I did that.
You can probably guess whose house Gavin entered. As terrifying as this was, what he did next was truly mind-boggling.
I didn't know whose house it was at first until he saw her. And you knew she knew you.
Had you talked to her before? I know we discussed this a couple times, but
Just going to, like when I was 13 or 14, going to shovel driveways and stuff. You know,
Oh, that's disturbing.
and nobody was with you this night, and you've not told anybody about this.
No, nobody knows about this. Was it dark when you went inside the house? No lights on or nothing?
None at all?
Well, no, there was the lamp. The lamp was on.
Were you in our house for a little while before you woke her up?
I mean, I came up onto the porch, and I didn't even know what I was going to do. And I looked in the window and everything. I don't know, I felt like going into a house is like the biggest adrenaline rush I could get, I guess. So then I tried the doorknob, and that just happened to be unlocked.
Was it the front door or back door?
The back door. Well, she was already asleep whenever I went in, because when I came around the corner, that's where I saw her, and it scared me. Because I didn't expect to see someone right there, because I didn't hear anything. So I came in, like, I opened the door, and I just listened. And then I didn't hear anything, so maybe nobody's home. And then I go to walk around that corner, and I'm still going slow, but I see her, and she's, I don't know, like sleeping or something. And then I go to turn around and hit the chair, and it made a noise, and she woke up.
Oh my gosh.
Did she start to scream at that point, you said?
Yeah, because like when I hit the chair, I like turned back around, and I looked, and she was there staring at me as her to yell.
So tough to hear.
She already knew what it looked like. Was that when you were trying to get the phone away from her so she couldn't call? Did you not like get away, or was that when you guys fought with the phone? It was like a little bit of a fight, I think. I think I threw it under the couch. I'm not really sure. By the time I even realized what I was doing, it was too late to stop anything.
And I mean, you realize that's when you're on the floor on top of her with your hands on her and stuff. That's when it's okay.
Gavin showed the police an injury on his hand, where Margaret's nails dug into his arm. He had
Okay,
other
see,
scrapes on his hands,
when it gets
but
to this
claimed
point
these were unrelated.
of the story,
Margaret
right?
never stood a chance in the
This
fight against Gavin,
is pretty hard.
which likely
This
made
is
her
pretty
final
hard to watch.
moments even more horrendous.
Yeah.
When she died, was she on the couch or on the floor?
Floor.
Were you on top of her then?
Kind of.
Like straddling her?
Yeah.
And did you use one hand or both?
Both.
And did you squeeze it or push her against the floor or both?
Both.
And you said you don't remember if she was bleeding at that point.
The only reason I can think of bleeding is when I put my hand over her mouth.
So you were when you were holding her hand over her mouth, you might have pushed too hard and maybe made her nose bleed.
Yeah.
The detectives knew Gavin had skipped over several particularly nauseating details, but those would eventually come out too.
So how long do you think you were in the house before you woke her up?
I don't know, probably like 10, 15 minutes.
And then from the time you woke her up to the time you ended up on top of her, choking her, how long did that whole part take?
Probably like 5 minutes.
Was she like fighting back with you then, trying to struggle, and then you guys went down?
Yeah. I think on her way down is when we got ripped.
But you don't remember ripping her panties?
Margaret's underwear was not just torn, but completely ripped from her body. Her bloody nightgown and bra were pushed up around her upper body. Fearing the implications, crime scene investigators swarmed all of Margaret's clothing, her body, and the items in the closet. The results would once again emphasize how reprehensible this crime was.
Did she say anything to you when this was happening?
Yeah, this was unexpected. See,
Did you say anything to her?
oof, that's
No,
really
dude.
tough.
It happened.
Happened quick.
The level of indignity Margaret's body was subjected to was further emphasized in the detective's conversation with Margaret's nephew, Howard.
And how many times did you guys go into the closet?
I went in twice. When we first got there, the first thing I did was open the closet, but I had to move that heater from in front of the door. It's never there.
Can you tell me how it was positioned in front of the door?
It was flat against the door. All I had to do was put my fingers underneath the top lip, and I lifted it up and set it out of the way the first time I looked. And then I wanted to make sure, put it back the way it was, so I moved it back.
Howard said his wife Cindy also moved the heater twice to look in the closet for Margaret's coat to see if she might have left. However, the coat was found in the closet, though it wasn't on the hanger where it belonged. Howard's second foray into the closet was life-altering.
That's when I noticed the tennis shoe. So I tried to pick it up, I couldn't pick it up. I'm thinking, what's holding the shoe? So I just I grabbed another piece of clothing and threw it back. And I've never seen this before in my life. White, and I touched it, it was cold, felt clammy, but felt like styrofoam to me. So I moved it.
You all right?
Give me a minute.
Yep.
So I moved another piece of clothing, and that's when I turned to go down like this, and I felt it upper part of her leg, and it felt the same way. I'm thinking, why she's got styrofoam in here? What is it? And then it hit me.
So it took you a minute to realize that it was her in there?
Yes, it did.
Margaret's other shoe was also found in the closet, carelessly thrown on top of her, along with other items from the closet. It appeared that Gavin had pulled items down at random in an effort to conceal the body, including a sweater and a vacuum cleaner.
That's when basically we left the house. Yeah. I've never seen. I'm sure you guys do all the time, but I've never.
Yeah, it's not something you get used to, and no matter how many times.
That's
To me, it didn't look like
that's
flesh.
making
Yeah,
my whole
that's
body
it.
shiver, to be honest. It's mostly because I start to think about
Oh, yeah, man.
people in my life that could be, you know, like what would have happened to them.
Well, she didn't get in there.
It
I know.
triggers me a
She
little bit.
wasn't in the heater by herself or covering herself up. I know that.
When Margaret's body was removed from the closet, police made the skin-crawling discovery that she'd been laying on top of her torn underwear.
How long did you stay there before you put her in the closet?
That was probably like 30 minutes. I just kind of sat there and I didn't know like what was going on. Like I was still in shock. And then I checked my phone and it said it was like 4 something. And I knew my mom had to get up at 5.
And then you made the decision then? Did you look around for another place to put her, or was that just the first place you came along?
I guess it was just the first place considering like my time limit.
And then you drug her by her feet, you said, to the closet. What part of her body did you put in there first?
I think it was her head that went in first.
Did you close the closet door? Did you put that heater in front of the door?
Yeah.
The closet where Margaret's
the
body was
point
found
of
was only
putting
about
that
2
heater,
3/4
though?
feet wide by 1 3/4 feet deep. In order to make her body
That's what I'm
fit,
kind of wondering.
Gavin contorted and shoved her into the space, face down, with her knees bent and arms folded.
And you didn't take her wallet. Nobody cares about the 60 or 80 bucks.
Yeah, nobody cares about anything in there. I did, but it's gone. We can throw it. Trash also. Which trash? At my house.
The trash was long gone by this point, but that didn't turn out to be an issue. Police once again involved Gavin's parents, who had followed the arrest team to the police station to help them with their investigation.
Okay, honey, listen. This is going to be a weird request. I need you to take your brother and take him out of the house right now. I will explain later. Maybe go to Uncle David's and just hang there, and we'll call you when you can come home. No, everything's not all right, Zach, but don't tell your brothers right now.
Once Gavin's 3
Whoa.
brothers were out of the house,
Freaky.
the police carried out a search
Not
warrant.
type of
Their
radar.
efforts were not in vain. Tucked
was,
away in the back of a dresser drawer with Gavin's jeans,
freaky, like,
the police located Margaret's
like a
missing red
spooky,
wallet.
like a very.
Gavin confessed he'd spent all
No?
the cash on cigarettes, but Margaret's cards were all accounted for. However, the wallet wasn't the only item of interest.
The night you were out at Margaret's, had you drank or smoked anything? Done any drugs that night?
No, that I was actually sober that night. Which is another reason why I smoke weed and I drink. Because I can't handle myself when I'm sober. Or I can't, like, comprehend. I don't even know the word to use. My thoughts when I'm sober are dark. When I'm high, they're, like, good thoughts.
Had you ever
I don't know if that's true, my friend.
harming anybody before or taking someone's life before?
Not like planning it out, but like, oh, I'm so mad I could go kill someone right now. Like that kind of thing.
But you never imagined yourself actually doing it?
No, I could never vision myself.
Gavin shared with the police that he had struggled with the urge to take his own life. He refrained, he said, for the sake of his mother, who would have been heartbroken.
I mean, I wondered what killing somebody would feel like.
That's such
but
an
I've also
interesting
wondered what
thought,
jumping off a building would feel like.
because
So it's not like
there is like a level
anything about
of
this was premeditated.
empathy
During their search,
it would
police came
take
across a journal in his
to
bedroom that
care
would prove that
about
once again, Gavin
your
was not
parents'
sharing the whole
feelings
truth.
if you
The journal began
had
with 2
ended
research
yourself,
projects on the serial killers Donald
but
Henry Gaskins and
at the
Ted
same
Bundy.
time,
After this, the
it's
entries
like
transitioned to ideas for
that
skits and
thought
short films.
just doesn't click when
Chillingly,
it comes
in each
to
one, Gavin
the
played the
idea
role of a killer,
of
the victim in almost every
ending somebody
story
else's
was to be
life.
played by Braden. As skin-crawling as this was, the entries containing Gavin's personal thoughts were by far the most disturbing. In one, Gavin wrote, "I want to know what's wrong with me. Sometimes I just want to go off on someone and beat them until they're not breathing anymore. It's not even for attention or anything. I honestly want to take someone's life." In another entry, he wrote, "I don't feel empathy or sympathy for anybody. Like, I just don't give it."
Interesting. So right there, he himself says he doesn't feel empathy for anybody.
And she didn't. She started with trying to treat the depression first. But that's the thing. I don't know if this can be fixed. Because it doesn't feel like it's some regular emotion. This feels like it's natural, and I don't want it to be. Anything can be fixed. Yeah.
Gavin had been in counseling on and off for years and was diagnosed with ADHD and depression. Another entry Gavin made in his journal highlighted his depravity. He wrote, "I think if counseling doesn't help, I'm honestly going to kill someone. I'll probably take a girl out to the woods and rape her and kill her. I wouldn't feel bad about it, but I know it's wrong." We might never know exactly how much Gavin told his counselor, but he appears to have been very upfront with his coworker Haley. Haley shared a Snapchat conversation with police in which Gavin told her flat out, quote, "I watched one of those videos on YouTube and I laughed, and I'm pretty sure I could kill someone in cold blood and not feel guilty or sad or anything." Chillingly, when police spoke with Haley, she told them that she had no problem believing the despicable things Gavin had done to Margaret. But police still hadn't uncovered the full story.
So what did you do with your gloves when you left?
I threw those away
Where at?
in the trash can.
At home. Because there's a glove there. Could you have dropped one?
There wasn't one there. I guess I did drop one back.
Gavin said the gloves just happened to be with him from when he cleaned the bathroom at home several days earlier. However, it wasn't the presence of the gloves that police were most interested in. There was something far more disturbing that they had discovered.
There was purple stuff on it.
Oh.
I get it that there's a whole piece of this that you don't understand why you do.
And it's wrapping back around from what was said earlier.
You don't understand. Did the purple stuff have to do with the whole piece that you don't understand why you do? No.
Oh no. No, please.
Did you maybe use it like kind of as a lubricant for something?
Is it a part you don't understand, or is it a part just embarrassing? In your own mind, you know what I mean? In your own mind. Because it's okay.
None of this is okay.
Well, it's not okay. I'm saying we understand that it's an embarrassing part. You're just not sure we understand that part. You know what I mean? It's okay that we understand it that way.
Something I don't understand, I guess.
You didn't have any.
What? You put the jelly on the glove? Did that when you used your hand?
I had to move because I was starting to feel... Oh my god. Things got
This vile post-mortem assault was the nauseating reason the blackberry jam was found in the living room. Testing on the jar revealed the presence of male DNA, though it could not be matched specifically to Gavin. Similar testing revealed Margaret's DNA on the outside of the gloves and Gavin's on the inside, along with evidence of sperm. Male DNA was also found on her ripped underwear. And still, the horror continued.
Oh my god, it's not over.
Some of those pictures?
Oh.
Yeah, after I took those pictures, I was like, what?
That's when the shock set in?
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing?
What the heck? Oh my god, this is like horror level type of video.
Yet Gavin still continued taking pictures. In addition to taking photographs of Margaret while she slept, unaware of the danger, he also documented the revolting process of violating her dead body.
You know, there's a couple of videos of you kind of peeking over the edge of the couch and videotaping her. When was that all done?
That was on the same night. Why did I lie about anything? That was stupid. Like, I turned the corner and didn't see her. And we hid. And yeah, then I hid and I, like, you know, was taking my phone. I was taking pictures to see if she was awake. I got it. And then she saw you. And we stood up and she saw me.
All of the photos and videos of Margaret were discovered in a hidden app on Gavin's phone, labeled Dark. It was password protected with the word murder. As if that wasn't enough, something else police found on Gavin's phone only solidified the case against him. The day Margaret's body was found, Chris Ramsey sent a text to her son alerting him of the police presence in their neighborhood, which said, "They're looking for someone." Gavin's casual reply of, "Well, that's Wadsworth for you," was undercut by the fact that he then immediately looked up Margaret Douglas dead and Margaret Douglas, Wadsworth, Ohio. He deleted the search history, but forensic technicians were able to recover the information. Damningly, at the time of Gavin's search, Margaret's death had not yet been publicized. There was only one horrible way he could have known why the police were there and what had happened.
Did you mean to hurt Margaret like that? No. No.
Please note that at this point, the male detective stepped out for a moment, leaving Gavin alone with the female detective.
Are you sorry this happened?
Yeah, I'm really sorry that I did all of this.
Were you sorry about all of this before you got caught?
Yeah, like I constantly, like, I think about it a lot, and I feel like bad about what I did. Like
see, these videos are definitely a tough watch,
I know it's
but
wrong, but I can't express the emotion.
Once
they're
again,
great
Gavin's
videos.
journal suggested a far more wicked truth. He wrote, "I don't care that I feel the way I do, but I need counseling before I completely go off the deep end and do something that literally ruins my life. I wouldn't feel bad if I killed someone, but I don't want to sit in fucking prison."
If she was here alive in front of you, what would you say to her?
I'm sorry. That was never meant to happen. If I could take it back, I would.
There's a subtle upward inflection when Gavin says, "I'm sorry." His monotonous and emotionless tone is a stark contrast from earlier. It appears he can cry for himself, but not others. Still, Gavin seemed to find something else far more troubling than the life he took.
I think if my dad sees me, he's gonna go to freaking jail. Because
Unfortunately, this is going to affect everybody.
yeah, I know it will. It's gonna ruin our family name.
Gavin's parents waited in the lobby of the police station for the duration of their son's interrogation.
Okay, so that's
to
a
say
different
they were
guy.
distraught
The other guy
when
was
the
not
police
his
broke
dad
the
then.
news that their son was a killer would be an understatement.
Oh no.
All the phone contained images
Oh no.
of Margaret before and after her death, as well as videos of your son with her. With her, engaging in sex with her. Was she still alive when he was doing that? No, I don't believe. Oh my God.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
This isn't happening. This isn't real.
I can't even imagine how I would feel in their position.
I want you to know, I spoke to the director of the juvenile detention facility. I explained the situation. I explained that he was highly emotionally distraught. I asked him to defer our watch. Okay. I've asked him to take, to keep him under 24/7 observation. Okay. I know this is an emotionally devastating situation.
I just know right now.
It's a horrible set of circumstances. You deserve to know. You will be tried as an adult. No. Oh my God! Oh my God! 98 years old, just living out her days, and here's my son.
See, I told you guys that I am prone to tearing up.
All these people on here, and it's my son.
Does Gavin understand he's going to prison? Probably for the rest of his life.
Incidentally, Gavin was wondering the same thing.
What do you think's even gonna happen with me?
I think you're going to go to juvenile detention. And you're going to do some time in jail.
How long do you think?
I don't know. I just don't know, Gavin.
I'll be honest. This Saturday, like, just 5 days from now, I was gone. I was leaving.
You're gonna run?
Because the only reason I didn't yesterday, because I knew my mom just took out my money for my insurance, and I knew my insurance doubled, so I had like no money.
Well, Gavin, I'm glad it's going to stop here. I'm glad this didn't go any further. Because I don't know that you would have been able to change on your own.
No, it wouldn't, and I don't know, I had a pretty clear picture of what the next year looked like if I ran.
Unfortunately, I think you would have hurt more people. Was that in your plan?
I mean, that wasn't in my plan, but I could see that happening.
On January 18th, 2019, Gavin was convicted of aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, kidnapping, and abuse of a corpse. He was given a life sentence for murder, along with 10 years each for burglary and kidnapping, and an additional year for kidnapping to be served consecutively. Originally, he was meant to serve life in prison without the possibility of parole, but changing legislation for minors who were tried as adults renders Gavin eligible for release after 25 years in 2043.
That is crazy, but he's only eligible for it. Doesn't mean he will.
This place is...
Alright, that's enough of that. It's actually pretty late, and I'm starting to feel a little sleepy. But before that, I want to check, see who's streaming still. Wow. So, Kai is still streaming, and yeah, there's 131,000 people watching him. That's amazing. That is amazing. Not gonna lie though, because I think this is, like, I kind of have a feeling that's Duke's room. By the way, on the side I have his stream up. Not gonna lie, it's kind of ugly. Not even gonna lie, it's kind of ugly. I mean, shout out to them, like, that is crazy numbers. Crazy. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not actually following Kai or sub to him or anything. Not that he needs my follow though, I mean, he's doing numbers. Like, having 100K plus people watching you, there's not that many people that could pull that. Amazing though. But go that off, and then yeah. Oh, all right. I'm tired. Tired. So I'll be hopping off now. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try this. Where's my ending? Here it is.